Hi, this is Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, stmusician.com. This is Skype Summary Lesson. We're going to start off with how we began our Skype course. We always love to open up with scales. Again, scales is the only way to loosen our fingers, to get them moving to where they actually respond to what we want them to do. Now, I gave you a couple of things for the left hand to do, so I'm going to give you that again. Chromatic chords with the left hand, or notes I should say, chromatic notes. And stop at middle C. Go backwards. Now, fingering is really not important here. It's like we're just trying to stretch our hands. I gave you this bass run to sort of practice. I'll slow it down first. Again, we're trying to loosen up this area of your hand. Notice how the hand lifts and then rocks to get the pinky, to get what I like to call balance, with it soft, hard. And that's, as I covered in my course with you, your hands for playing really shouldn't have to lift and bang. Your fingers should do the walking. And get soft with them. And then louder. Again, this is just an exercise for you just to warm up your hands. And as you get more comfortable, you can speed it up. Eventually faster. And we'll stop right there. For the right hand, the same concept. Chromatic scales, just to loosen up the hands. This is your warm-up. And go up 2 octaves. And then back down. Fingering doesn't matter. And it's the same with the left hand. You can also run that same pattern just to loosen your hands up. As you see, I'm using from thumb to pinky for the octaves. Again, these are just exercises besides your scales. Again, just warm up. All right, let's cover the first song in our Skype lesson. Again, this is just a summary from what we covered on the evening. I chose the song Center of My Joy because you wanted some exercising and how to become more comfortable in your playing. So since we're in the key of C, I had you do Jesus, You're the Center of My Joy, just as a melody line. Again, working within the scale. Fingering doesn't matter, just trying to get the notes in place. As you notice, my hand is moving all over the place. And that's all we're working on is getting the fingering. Part of the lesson, we gave you generic chords, and I've always taught that generic chords just give you an actual base in which to build your advanced chords on. So we started with a root inversion of C, G seventh, or we could have used G also if we just dropped the seventh note there, and F. And we just basically worked you off those three chords until we gave you the next set of chords as we're going. So let's work with that with the melody again. This is just a review of what we covered in the class. Starting with our melody. So our G chord, our F chord, G7, back to C. We said if when your thumb comes into the range of the chord, just move your hand. All right, so that's how we open up our session. You can review this this video by going back and then practice that again. Now here are the additional chords that I'd given you. I said we gonna throw in what I call transition or passing chord. There's that B flat into a C7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the major seventh. There's the C7th of the chord, and we're doing an inversion. So from a B flat, F, B flat, D into a C7th chord. Now these again, passing chords help you get to different parts of the song as we had covered. So we go back to the melody. We go back to passing chords, B flat, C7, the F, G7, and in that concept. I will cover that again. Of course, sometimes when you're doing a live video, there's no, unless you bring up the question, I may not go back to what we just covered. But I want you to learn this concept because everything you play is going to work off this particular concept that I've been teaching for the past 20 years. All right. Back to the melody again. I'm going to slow this down. Here's our C chord and transition chord, F chord, G7th, again transition, here's this F minor 6 we covered. Now, what makes it an F minor 6? There's your F chord, flat the third note, and we added the sixth note for color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So F minor 6. And back to that's a lot to swallow at one time. That's why we're going to cover that again. Because again, my intent is to add to what you are currently playing. I'm not going to change the way you play, but I'm just going to add a different approach to what you've been playing. Let's try that one more time. And our transition chords. Transition. I'm sorry, I messed up. And one more time. I gotta stop talking. And 7th, 3, and I'm just holding right there so you can see those chords. And as you can see, the left hand moves out of the way because the right note, or the right hand is coming into the domain or in the area where the left hand chords are. That's a thing that you'll be practicing a lot with me, how to get that coordination to where you know when you're going to come into the area where the left hand. Once you come into the area of the left hand chords, your left hand now scoots down because you can't play like this. Sometimes I think some of these classical musicians can. All right, so review what we've covered so far. I said I was going to give you the more advanced chords in the same song because that's what we will be covering as part of our next session. Okay, 3-part harmony. Stop right there because we got a lot we're going to cover to get you comfortable doing this. The intent, again, is to get you more comfortable in your playing. So we've got the melody at the top. We've now added chords that the left hand was playing, and we've dropped the left hand down into more of a bass range. I want you to catch this chord. Catch that chord. I'll try that again. Here we go. I want you to catch these chords. Here we go. Right? Okay. And here's our transition chord. One more time, these are the advanced chords we will be covering on the next lesson. And now you may not have this reach yet. So once you come out of that, now your left hand comes back into play. Before you had this, now you're going to give your left hand its realm, and the right hand, which again came down into the range of F in your left hand. Same chord, just two hands playing it. And that's for our next lesson. All right. I think I've covered everything we had on our Skype lesson. Please, if you have questions, leave comments or contact us before we begin the next lesson. I'm going to cover this part again with the advanced chords, and then we're going to change keys. As I say, it's good to learn in one key, but it becomes more amazing when you can transpose up to the next key and do the same movements just in a different key. So this has been Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, stmusician.com. Thanks for watching. See you next lesson. Bye.